one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Blue Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Where? And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to scramble. Throwing right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And the Blue Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right?
And he's still running after the move. There he goes. Touchdown, Navy! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's nice. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Duke! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
What a great play. He gets the pick six, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Navy will go back on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Ware. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
To the air on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Rushes on him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Throws to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And his 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He caught it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Motion from the back. Running into the open space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. After the run, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Hutchinson.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Man, I love it when they slip it to the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak him by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
Wants to throw. It's Ware. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, midshipman. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
The Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Touchdown Duke. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They try to get it outside on the left.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Ware. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
But the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
That's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Oh, they're after him! And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Clear. Cobra.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And Navy will go back on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the grab on the left.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking downfield, it's Ware. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Touchdown, Navy! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's the heat. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Game 1, you want to come out put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Navy offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Ware. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Pickett. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Gets the back moving. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with a net.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, midshipman.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner goes down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
To throw, it's Ware. Fires to the right. He's got it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. How much fun was that? I mean, we just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.